Ladies and gentlemen, Kanye West. He truly is one of a kind. Everyone knows Kanye is a genius at what he does artistically, but he's just as well known for his outspoken personality, his wild comments, his ongoing rants, his comparisons to Jesus, and his unwavering support of Beyonce.
Yo, happy birthday, Beyonce.
And really, whether you love the guy or can't stand him, he stays relevant and he definitely never fails to entertain us. No one does Kanye better than Kanye. And to pay homage to that fact, we are bringing you a rundown of some of the most unforgettable times Kanye pulled a Kanye. Like that time he almost fully transformed into the Hulk on Sway in the morning.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
You
more
ain't
than
got.
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the
Kanye.
answers.
Whoa, I mean, things went from 0 to I'm gonna beat your ass just really quick there. This was the interview when Sway tried to give Kanye the answers that, according to Kanye, Sway did not have. Definitely hit a nerve there. But we have to remember that this interview was a few years ago, and since then, no one is going to argue. Kanye has really calmed down and gotten his anger management in check. And now he's just primarily doing stuff like this.
I got a big ego. She love my big.
Some call it an ego, and others might just see it as simply knowing your self-worth. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Kanye just really likes himself and clearly doesn't have a self-esteem issue. Right, Kanye?
But I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more?
So he has a little more of an aggressive approach to expressing his confidence than most people out there. But to give some context to this moment, Kanye was talking about the opposition he's faced from the fashion industry when trying to create his brand within that world. And he was upset because many people in the fashion world didn't want to take him seriously and instead just kept limiting his potential to just being a rapper. So just in case we didn't hear him the first time, Kanye reminded us who he is during an interview with The Breakfast Club.
I'm Walt. I'm like Howard Hughes. I'm like David Stern. I'm like Steve Jobs. If anything, that's a compliment to them. I'm like Michelangelo, because I'm the new version of that. And anybody that backs me is going to be the Medici family that back Michelangelo at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I think it is very safe to say that Kanye's self-esteem is intact. He made that very clear once again at the 2004 AMAs when he stormed out after losing the award for Best New Artist. And trust that there was no beating around the bush when it came to explaining why he was upset, because he told the Associated Press this, and I quote, "I was definitely robbed. I was the best new artist this year, so get that other bullshit out of here." Okay. Kanye later explained where his anger was coming from by relating his award loss to being in a speech class in school and not being able to give your speech before the bell rings.
Now, just picture if you're in school and you had this speech and you're in speech class, and all these people are sitting up there telling their speech, and the bell rings on you.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place, Kanye? But really, on the real, all jokes aside, Kanye did apologize for walking out and admitted he was in the wrong. And when it comes to speaking his mind, Kanye does not back down. Like that time, you guys probably remember, he put President Bush on blast on national television and made Mike Myers feel a little uncomfortable.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Kanye, he's got no chill. This was during the Hurricane Katrina relief telecast back in 2005 when many people were pointing fingers at the then President Bush for the tardiness of aid to the people in New Orleans. And needless to say, Bush did not appreciate Kanye's take on the issue.
I didn't appreciate it then, and I don't appreciate it now. I resent it. It's not true. And it was one of the most disgusting moments of my presidency.
Are you sure? Okay, moving on to another time when Kanye just kept it real and had no reservations about telling it like it is. Do not heckle Kanye at one of his shows because he will kick you out. And that is exactly what happened to a female fan who yelled at Kanye, repetitively telling him to take his mask off during his show because she wanted to see his face. Well, after Kanye gave a full-blown sermon about the significance behind the mask he was wearing, Miss Opinionated decided to yell her command once again, and this happened. No chill. And as I said before, Kanye has had some anger issues in the past, and no one knows that better than the wild paparazzi.
Yo, what's up, Jesus? I'm a big fan, bro. I love your work. I love your work.
I appreciate it, but don't talk.
All right, I love your work, though, bro.
I don't want, that's fine, but don't talk to me.
Sorry.
I don't want to hear paparazzi talk to me or
video-
anybody I know.
I'm a
It doesn't
field
matter.
reporter. I'm a field reporter.
but don't talk
right.
to me at all.
I feel that.
Don't talk to themselves.
I feel that.
Don't talk ever again.
Hey, I love you, though. Hey, I do love you, though, Kanye.
So yeah, that was what I would call a little intense, but paparazzi can be really, really horrible, and I can personally understand why celebrities despise their existence many times. Now, one would think that if an angry Kanye grabbed your camera, you would learn your lesson and stop talking, right? Not so much.
Kanye, what about the Throne 2 with Jay-Z? People are pumped.
Yo, I said
And that's how Regina George died. No, I'm actually kidding, but he did fake an injury and press charges, but the story ends well because Kanye grew up, learned to control his emotions.
We're in this together. You guys help me influence. You help with the family. You help Kim's power and everything. So I'm not trying to be at you guys in any type of negative way. I don't want you guys to be negative with me, and I would prefer, that we just have a decent relationship.
Kumbaya. So romantics have said that having Kim K and Baby North in his life has made Kanye a better man. Of course, Cupid, Sparks, Lana Del Rey at your wedding. But in addition to creating a soft spot in Kanye's heart, Kim contributed to making his next Kanye moment that was ever so Kanye a reality. It's the Bound 2 video.
Honey.
I wanna you hard on the sink.
So sweet. Okay, so it wasn't exactly Nicholas Sparks' bubblegum romance, but it was still artistic. And speaking of artistry, Kanye has always been very vocal about the way in which artists' artistic efforts are recognized, especially for Beyonce. Remember back in 2009 when Kanye, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift were at that award show you might have remembered. It's called the VMAs, and Single Ladies was nominated against You Belong With Me, and then Single Ladies lost. Kanye, he didn't approve.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
It went on to become the interruption heard around the world. People are still talking about it. Obviously we are. And even though Kanye got a lot of flack for ruining Taylor's moment, let's be real, it boosted this girl's career. Now she is taking over the world. She and Kanye have moved on to greener pastures, have even laughed about the incident over dinner. I call that maturity. But like with most big earthquakes, there's always an aftershock. And in this case, it was when Beck beat Beyonce for Album of the Year at this year's Grammys. At first, him going up on stage was like the best pop culture joke that could have been made because everyone knew the incident he was referring to, and he clearly showed he was kidding when he went back down to take a seat. Everybody laughed. All was good in Hollywood. Everyone loved him even more. But unfortunately, those smiles started to fade and wilt when Kanye said he wasn't kidding.
Flawless Beyonce video. And Beck needs to respect artistry, and he should have given his award to Beyonce.
Kanye is Beyonce's own personal defensive lineman. And with all of that being said, despite his resistance, we know Kanye means well. He definitely has a warm, fuzzy side to him that he doesn't want the public to know about. And Kanye never let them see you sweat. Keep it together. No one knows Kanye better than Kanye. Keep it 300 like the Romans, my friend. So which Kanye being Kanye moment was your favorite? Sound off in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Then do yourself a favor and click right over here to change it up and check out the most ridiculous moments ever from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Thanks so much for hanging out with us right here on Clevver News. I'm Jocelyn Davis, and I'll see you next time. And Kanye, thanks for letting me finish.